All right, let's jump right into it, y'all. We are witnessing the most anticipated AI launch in history. All right, OpenAI's GPT-5 has officially arrived, and it's not just another model upgrade, it's a complete reimagining of artificial intelligence. I know I keep talking about it, so let me break down exactly what makes GPT-5 revolutionary compared to GPT-4 um, and other models as well. So first, GPT-4 was essentially a single large brain trying to handle everything, right? GPT-5 is fundamentally different. It's what OpenAI calls a unified system that integrates multiple specialized models working together, right? So think of GPT-4 as a brilliant generalist, while GPT-5 is like having a team of world-class experts collaborating in real time. Here's what this means for business. GPT-5 automatically determines the best approach for each task. Need complex mathematical reasoning? It activates the advanced reasoning engine. Are you working on on creative writing? It switches to the creative optimization model. You building code, the programming specialist takes over. You don't need to choose which model to use. GPT-5 intelligently deploys the right expertise automatically, right? And for personal use, imagine having an AI that truly understands context across conversations. GPT-5 remembers your preferences. It learns your communication style and can manage complex multi-step projects without losing track. Sam Altman himself admitted that he felt useless relative to the AI when GPT-5 instantly solved the question that stumped him, right? And that's Sam Altman. Um, the business applications are staggering with GPT-5. It can now automate entire customer service workflows. It can generate complete business proposals with market research and even manage complex project timelines with real time adjustments. Companies are already reporting that GPT-5 completes tasks in 5 minutes that previously took entire teams hours to accomplish. What's the most impressive thing? It's available for free for everybody, right? That's crazy. With premium tiers offering even more computational power for businesses. This democratization of advanced AI could completely level the playing field for startups competing with tech giants. All right, let's move on to another big player. Google DeepMind just launched what might be the most sophisticated AI system ever created, which is Gemini 2.5 DeepThink. But here's why this matters more than you think. Okay, while GPT-5 combines multiple modes sequentially, DeepThink does something extraordinary. It thinks in parallel. So imagine asking a question and having five of the world's smartest people simultaneously explore different approaches, then combining their insights for the best possible answer. Right? That's exactly how deep think operates. Here's the technical breakthrough. Okay. Traditional AI models, including older versions of ChatGPT, process problems step by step. If the first approach fails, then try another. Deepthink spawns multiple reasoning paths simultaneously. It tests them in real time and synthesizes the best elements from each approach, right? This parallel processing allows it to achieve 87.6% accuracy on competitive coding benchmarks. That's 15% better than any competitor while generating over 1,000 tokens per second, right? But here's the reality check for most users. DeepThink is only available to Google AI Ultra subscribers at $250 per month, right? So Google is essentially saying that this technology is so computationally expensive that only enterprise users and serious professionals can access it. All right. Now, what makes DeepThink superior to GPT-5? DeepThink scored a very high level performance on the 2025 International Mathematical Olympiad. First off, these are problems that challenge the world's brightest mathematic students. Okay, the system actually achieved 34.8% on humanities last exam, which is a benchmark consisting of 2,500 complex questions spanning over 100 subjects, while other AI models typically score somewhere between 20 and 25%. All right. So it's way ahead of the curve. For businesses, DeepThink excels at iterative development tasks, building complex software, designing multi-step marketing campaigns, and solving algorithmic challenges that require careful consideration of trade-offs and time complexity. Early testers describe its performance as ridiculously strong for complex problem-solving tasks, right? So Google is way ahead of the curve with this. Moving on, China's Zaipu AI just made a move that could reshape the entire AI landscape. They've open sourced GLM 4.5, a 355 billion parameter model designed specifically for autonomous agents. Let me explain why this is huge, okay? So first, let's break down what R&D means in the AI context. R&D is research and development in AI, and it refers to the continuous process of improving models, testing new architectures, and discovering novel applications. When companies like OpenAI or Google spend billions on R&D, they're experimenting with different ways to make AI smarter, more efficient, and more capable. GLM 4.5 represents the culmination of extensive R&D focused specifically on creating AI that can act independently. Now, what are autonomous agents? Think of them as AI systems that can complete complex tasks without constant human supervision, right? So instead of just answering questions, autonomous agents can browse the internet, they can use tools, they can make decisions, and they can even execute multi-step plans. For example, GLM 4.5 can automatically generate PowerPoint presentations by researching topics, finding relevant images, and creating formatted slides, all without human intervention. Now, if you tried to create a PowerPoint presentation with another AI tool, you realize how groundbreaking this is because they can't do it very well, right? Now, during the launch demonstration, GLM 4.5 powered an AI that actually played Flappy Bird, controlling the game interface and making real-time decisions. It also served as a web research assistant, performing live searches, analyzing results, and compiling comprehensive reports with citations. Okay, so this isn't just text generation. This is AI that can manipulate digital environments and complete real work, like real work. Okay, so why does open sourcing matter? So, unlike proprietary models like GPT-5 or Gemini, any developer worldwide can download GLM 4.5, modify it, and build applications without paying licensing fees. This democratization means smaller companies and researchers can access state-of-the-art AI capabilities that, were previously restricted to tech giants with massive budgets. Okay. The model uses a mixture of experts architecture with 355 billion total parameters, but it only activates 32 billion at a time, which makes it incredibly efficient. All right. GLM 4.5 Air, the smaller version, runs on just 8 NVIDIA H20 GPUs, which are graphic processing units. We'll talk about that later. But it's half the hardware requirements of comparable models. This represents China's strategy of corner overtaking in AI, using open source collaboration to rapidly advance their technology while building global influence through accessibility. Okay, so China's coming. All right, moving on. Meta just announced the most audacious infrastructure project in tech history. All right, they're spending up to $72 billion in 2025 alone to build AI supercomputing clusters that will reshape how we think about artificial intelligence. Let me put this in perspective. Meta's two flagship projects, Prometheus in Ohio and Hyperion in Louisiana, aren't just data centers. Okay? Prometheus will become one of the first AI superclusters to hit 1 gigawatt of computing power when it launches in 2026. To understand that scale, 1 gigawatt can power about 750,000 homes. Okay? Hyperion is even more ambitious. Mark Zuckerberg claims it will have a footprint the size of Manhattan and could scale to 5 gigawatts over several years. But here's where it really gets interesting. Meta is also planning to sell 2 billion in data center assets to outside investors. Why? Because even Meta, with its massive cash reserves, recognizes that building AI infrastructure at this scale requires external financing. They're essentially saying that this is so expensive and so important that we need partners to help fund the future. Okay? Now, obviously, this comes with some pros and cons. So let's talk about them. What are the pros and cons of superclusters? Pros: unprecedented computational power enables training AI models that were previously impossible. These clusters can process massive data sets simultaneously, dramatically reducing training time from months to weeks, and if it's big enough, even days. The scale also allows for more sophisticated AI experiments and the development of artificial general intelligence. We'll talk about AGI another time. It's basically like robots, okay? So let's talk about the cons. The environmental impact is staggering. Okay, these facilities consume enough energy to power millions of homes. All right, Meta's Georgia project has already caused water shortages in local communities. The infrastructure costs are so high that they're reshaping Meta's entire business model, with AI expenses growing faster than revenue. Okay, now, how much are other companies spending? Microsoft is allocating $30 billion in the current quarter alone. Amazon spent 31.4 billion last quarter and could reach 118 billion annually. Google's Alphabet raised its 2025 guidance to 85 billion for AI infrastructure. Combined, the big four tech companies are expected to spend over 365 billion dollars this year alone, more than the entire defense budget of most countries. Right? So this isn't just about building computers. It's about who controls the future of intelligence. The companies that own the most powerful AI infrastructure will determine what kinds of AI applications are possible and who gets access to them, right? Moving on. Google just launched VEO3 and VEO3 Fast. And these aren't just incremental improvements, all right? They're completely redefining what's possible in AI video generation. Here's what makes VEO3 revolutionary compared to other video tools on the market. So while competitors like OpenAI Sora or Runway ML generate silent videos that require separate audio processing. VEO3 creates video and audio simultaneously in one single step. This means characters speak with perfect lip syncing, syncing, sound effects matching the action, and ambient noise creates immersive environments. Uh, all of this is generated by AI. The technical breakthrough is in the physics based simulation, right? Uh, Other AI video tools often create content that looks artificial because movement doesn't really follow real world physics. VEO3 understands gravity, it understands momentum, and realistic motion, making generated content nearly indistinguishable from filmed footage, right? So it's getting crazy, y'all. Now, VEO3 Fast is optimized for business use cases. It costs around 40 cents per second with audio versus VEO3's 75 cents per second. For companies creating marketing content, product demos, or even social media campaigns, this speed and cost efficiency is game changing. The image to video capability launched in August is particularly powerful, right? Upload a single photograph and Video 3 transforms it into an 8-second video clip with realistic motion and appropriate audio. So, like, imagine taking a product photo and instantly creating a dynamic commercial or transforming a landscape photo into a cinematic establishing shot, right? They're ahead of the curve. Google has already seen massive adoption. Over 70 million videos created with VEO3 since May. The platform includes enterprise grade safety features with Synth ID watermarking in every frame to prevent misuse. So, what sets this apart from competitors? Well, integration with Google's ecosystem means businesses can seamlessly incorporate VEO3 into existing workflows through Vertex AI, scaling video generation for enterprise applications. Right? Content localization becomes effortless. Create a video once and then generate versions in dozens of languages with native dialogue. So that means you can expand easily into other countries and make your business international. Yeah, do what you will with that. So, Google also just achieved something unprecedented in cybersecurity. Their AI system called Big Sleep prevented a cyber attack before it could happen. Let me explain why this is revolutionary in case you need me to explain it. Okay. Big Sleep isn't just another security tool. It's an autonomous AI agent developed by Google DeepMind and Project Zero that proactively hunts for software vulnerabilities. Now, traditional cybersecurity works reactively, like most people do. Attacks happen, security teams respond. Big Sleep flips this model by identifying and fixing vulnerabilities before malicious actors can exploit them, right? So they working backwards. Smarter, not harder. Well, smarter and harder, to be honest. So here's the breakthrough moment. Big Sleep discovered a critical SQ-like vulnerability and helped patch it before any attacks could ever occur. Google believes that this is the first time an AI agent has directly prevented a real-world cyber exploitation attempt. So, how did Google get here? Well, they combined their advanced Gemini AI with specialized cybersecurity training and real time threat intelligence. So the result is Sec Gemini version 1, which outperforms other AI models on key cybersecurity benchmarks by at least 11% on threat intelligence tasks and 10.5% on root cause analysis. So, why is security so important in the AI era? As AI systems become more powerful and widespread, they are going to inevitably become attractive targets for cyber criminals. AI can be exploited to spread misinformation, to also steal sensitive data, or to disrupt critical infrastructures. It's happened already. But AI can also defend against these threats at machine speed and scale. Google's security strategy includes multiple AI powered tools. TimeSketch uses AI for digital forensic investigations. Facade monitors billions of security events daily to identify insider threats. And the new AI powered capture the flag challenges help train in the next generation of cybersecurity professionals, right? The broader implications are staggering. You know, IBM's 2025 cost of data breach report found that 63% of organizations lack AI governance policies, and 97% of companies that suffer AI related breaches lacked proper access controls. The average cost of data breach has reached 10.2 million in the US. Okay? But AI powered security tools like Google's could dramatically reduce these risks. This represents a fundamental shift from reactive cybersecurity to predictive defense, where AI systems anticipate and prevent attacks before they cause any damage. All right. So that's your AI Daily News breakdown for today, y'all. I'm your host, Applewhite, and I'll see y'all tomorrow for another update. And remember, y'all, the more you know, the more you grow.